It was exactly 3:07 a.m. The room was silent. Too silent. No wind. No sound. Not even the ticking of the clock. Then suddenly, tap, tap, tap. Footsteps. Slow. Heavy. Coming closer. My heart started pounding as I stared at the doll sitting on the table. Just a minute ago, its eyes were facing the wall. Now, they were slowly turning toward me. My body froze. I tried to scream, but my voice died in my throat. The doll's stitched smile looked wider, darker. Then its lips moved. Don't run. A cold breath brushed my ear. I'm already here. The lights went out. And that was the moment I realized. This was not a movie. This was not a myth. This was the real truth behind the Annabelle doll. And once you know it, you will never look at dolls the same way again. The story begins in the early 1970s, in a quiet town in the United States. A young nursing student named Donna lived in a small apartment with her roommate Angie. Their life was simple, normal. On Donna's birthday, her mother gifted her a vintage-looking doll. White dress, red yarn hair, innocent smile. Its name was Annabelle. At first, Donna loved it. She placed the doll on the couch's decoration. Nothing felt wrong. Not yet. Fearful the first sign. A few days later, Donna returned home from work. Annabelle was no longer on the couch. She was sitting on Donna's bed. Donna felt confused but calm. She assumed Angie had moved it. When she asked Angie, her face turned pale. I didn't touch it, Angie said. They laughed it off. They shouldn't have. Drop of blood, the doll that moved on its own. Over the next few days, Annabelle began to change positions on her own. Sometimes she was in the kitchen. Sometimes standing near the door. Sometimes sitting upright. When she was left lying down, the doors were always locked. The windows always closed. There was no logical explanation. But the real horror hadn't started yet. Envelope the bloody messages. One afternoon, Donna found pieces of parchment paper scattered across the floor. Written in messy handwriting were the words, "Help us. Save me." The ink looked dark, almost wet, like blood. The terrifying part, they didn't own any parchment paper. And no one else had access to the apartment. That night, fear finally settled into their bones. Bust in silhouette, something else was there. Angie's boyfriend Lou never liked the doll. The moment he saw Annabelle, his chest tightened. He felt watched. One night, Lou had a nightmare. He woke up unable to move. Annabelle was standing at the foot of the bed. Suddenly, it climbed onto his chest. Its weight was crushing him. Tiny hands wrapped around his neck. He couldn't breathe. He screamed, and woke up. But the nightmare wasn't over. Drop of blood, the physical attack. The next morning, Lou screamed in pain. Fresh bloody scratches appeared on his chest. 3 deep claw-like marks. No sharp object nearby. No explanation. Doctors were shocked. Donna and Angie were terrified. They knew now. This was not imagination. Candle calling the medium. Desperate, they contacted a spirit medium. The medium entered the apartment, closed her eyes, and went silent. After a long pause, she spoke. "There is a spirit here," she said. "It belongs to a 7-year-old girl. Her name was Annabelle." According to the medium, the child had died years ago on the land where the apartment was built. The spirit was lonely. It wanted love. It felt safe inside the doll. Donna cried. She felt pity. And that was the worst mistake. Warning: the dangerous truth. Soon after, paranormal activity intensified. Doors slammed violently. Cold air filled the rooms. Objects flew across the apartment. One night, the doll levitated, floating. That's when Donna realized this was not a child's spirit. They called a priest immediately. Latin crossed the arrival of Ed and Lorraine Warren. The case reached the ears of Ed and Lorraine Warren, world-famous paranormal investigators. The moment Lorraine looked at the doll, her face changed. "This is not a child," she said firmly. "This is a demonic entity." She explained the horrifying truth. Demons cannot possess objects. They pretend. They gain trust. They manipulate emotions. They wait for permission. The demon wanted access to Donna's soul. The doll was only a tool. Drop of blood: the exorcism. A priest performed a powerful exorcism inside the apartment. The atmosphere turned freezing cold. The doll shook violently. Unholy screams echoed through the room. Holy water burned the air. Finally, the demon was forced out. But it was not destroyed. The terrifying ride. Ed Warren decided to take Annabelle with them. During the drive, the car's brakes failed, twice, nearly causing fatal accidents. Lorraine immediately splashed holy water on the doll. Only then did the car stop. They knew the demon was still active. Classical building: Annabelle Today. Annabelle was locked inside a special glass case at the Warren Occult Museum. The case is sealed with holy symbols and blessed regularly. A warning is written clearly. Warning: do not touch. Visitors have laughed at the doll, mocked it. One man knocked on the glass. Later that day, he died in a motorcycle accident. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe not. Candle: the final terrifying truth. Annabelle does not move anymore. She does not speak. But she waits. Watching. Listening. Waiting for disbelief. Because the most dangerous thing is not believing in evil. It is ignoring it. And remember, the doll doesn't need to move. If it already knows where you are.